Oh, look at this shit code. It's so long. It worked. Is it fast? Is it fast? Programming is and always has been about finding glory holes. Don't believe me? Let me show you. Level 59, glory hole. It's very simple. One of the holes in this room is the goal. Each data cube on the floor indicates its distance away from the special hole. Seek out the glory hole and dive in. Basically, the cubes lay out a path along this route all the way to this glory hole. Now, I've completed all the optional challenges. This is the size challenge. Look at this beauty. 7 commands only, taking long as fuck, but eventually all the people found the glory hole and dove in. 62 seconds, way too long. 7 commands, brilliant. Then there's this, 9 commands, too long and too fast. Well, look at that. 14 seconds. Awesome. Now, can we make this better? Honestly, don't think so, but let's check out the comments of the original video. I think glory hole might have to become a legally protected term of some sort, so that I don't eventually find out they are playing glory hole in kindergarten, because nobody knows what those words mean anymore. And they think they can just toss some balls in a bucket of glory or something like that. True that. When this video came out, I got the notification while in class. I accidentally said, "Ayo!" I hope no one heard me. Fun voice. Oh, thank you. Alright, the glory hole finding algorithm is the best it could be. The problem is here. Level 60, understaffed sorting. This is pretty shit. I used to do a simple bubble sort, it was beautiful, and we had people all the way along this line of data cubes that we have to sort. However, we now have pairs of 2 people. This level is really almost impossible to figure out, actually. Yeah, I don't know how to even approach this one. 3 likes. Oh well. I think I've managed after all. Let's see, 12 commands. Does this even work? I honestly, truly believe that this was the hardest level in the game. I really hated it. It was really difficult, and I think I managed on my own, maybe? I'm not even sure I managed, honestly. 12 commands, 184 seconds. That's really nice. What else do we have? Many commands, 24. Is this at least faster? I don't think so, and I'm not sure it's gonna work. It doesn't seem to be working. Alright, so this doesn't work, and it's long as well. And what about this? Yeah, there's 12 commands again. That's probably the same code. Then with lazy pathways, that's an interesting level. We simply need to rebrand those cubes with numbers telling us the distance from this desk. So here we have 1s, then we should have a layer of 2s, 3s, and so on. Just as you can see, when I run this code, which is only 11 lines, kinda nice, 1s, 2s, 3, 4, 5, then 6s, 7s, and all the way up to, I believe it's 9s maybe? Or 10, I think there was a 10 as well. A few 10s here. Yeah, 11 commands, so that was optimized for size and not at all speed. Taking way too long, even the simulation itself. Got recommended this video the other day, then binged watched the entire series. This really brings joy to my heart. Very entertaining. Thanks for honestly approaching the problem and not figuring it out before filming. I love watching your thinking process and approach. Good stuff. Oh, 5 likes. That's really nice. Honestly, me figuring out all of this bullshit can take a long time, and it's a pain to edit. Especially since many of my ideas are dead ends. So I can spend like 20 minutes explaining a brilliant idea which turns out to be shit. Okay, this I remember. Your solution is terrible. The numbering is wrong if 2 neighbors somewhere are distant by more than 1. Thus, memorize the number you're standing on for each neighbor and so on. And a lot of text. 7 likes. I found it a bit rude, but I didn't want to say anything. But here we have this command. It's a little rude saying it's terrible. You already need to have the nuts to upload something coding related. True that. Because there will always be that one guy saying it's a bad solution. 6 likes. Come on, this is better comment than the original one. Sadly, the rule has always been, if you want coding advice, post a wrong solution on purpose. Someone is sure to come ASAP to tell you that you are wrong. And yes, while giving advice on how to do things better is not inherently bad, starting off the comment with "your solution is terrible" is definitely rude. I can't but agree. And now to really actually code something, we have the binary counter, level 64. No optional challenges completed. But, oh, 8, let me go back. But after that, I made a decimal counter and decimal doubler, which was a fuck ton of trouble. So the binary counter shouldn't be as difficult at this point, since I've learned a lot of stuff in the meantime. Oh, look at this shit code, it's so long! I've basically hard-coded all the values there. So what we're supposed to do is write binary numbers of every number from 0 to 15 using these data cubes. Oh, never mind, it's slow as hell. Do I have another solution? Yeah, that's long as well, and it doesn't work. Another solution, please? We don't have another solution. Okay, I think I might just as well discard this one since it doesn't work. And I'm just gonna try and write this from scratch. I think. And now that I say it, I think I've forgotten everything there is to know about binary numbers. Shit. So basically the way this works is that we're gonna start at 0, here we have a 1, and then this person next time changes the 1 to a 0 when we have 2, and trigger the second person. So whenever you go from a 1 to a 0, you trigger the person on the left side. Let's try doing that. So let's do the thing that everyone picks up their data cubes. They take 2 steps down, which means these people are going to be standing here with their data cubes. This guy is going to be standing on this button, displaying a 0. Then, let's say, if you are standing on a button, you're going to step up and you need to, I'd say you need to trigger the person to the left of you, because this person is always going to have to switch. Always, right? So when you get triggered, you switch. So if you're holding a data cube, you put it down. If you didn't have a data cube, you pick it up. All right? So tell hi, and then he's gonna wait and listen for yeah, that's a good command. All the other people who are not the button person are gonna be listening for hi there. This person, the button person, is gonna be looping here, and once he hears he's gonna step down, then loop back up and trigger the next person. Okay, he has a loop, I don't need the else branch, but these people are listening for hi. Now when they hear hi, they are supposed to switch. So if my item is a data cube, I drop it. Otherwise, I pick it up, right? Simple as that. And I said that when you pick it up, you're supposed to trigger the next person, right? Because this lady goes from 1 to 0 and the 0 goes to here. So every time we're adding a 1 and we have an overflow right there. So if you have picked up a data cube, meaning made a 0 out of a 1, there's an overflow, so you tell hi to the person to the left of you. There. Once all this is done, you always jump back and start listening. When you drop a cube, you don't have an overflow, meaning you're the last person to do something and you need to trigger the button person. So I'd say you tell everyone, so trigger the button person. Let's see if this works. 17 commands made from scratch, you know, rough draft, nothing to pick up. Yeah, we've got a 0, tell hi, put it, yeah, that's it, hi again, pick it up, hi, drop it, number 2. Let's speed this up, seems to be working. Probably is way too slow, because these tell and listen commands are, you know, taking a long time. But 17 commands, wow! So completed the optional size challenge already, and only 13 seconds slower than we need to. Right. So I'm gonna copy this code and try to do the same without the tell and listen thingies. And I remember how now, because I said that what's happening is addition. So I think that this person might always have to wait there. So I'm gonna leave this for now. It's not that bad. I'm not gonna make him waste time picking up not picking up the data cube. So move the pickup to here. And these people are gonna be triggering the button person, that's fine, but not telling hi like that. But they should actually know what to do based on what the other person is doing. So let's leave these people to be standing here. That's probably better, isn't it? And obviously they need to pick up the cube they're standing on. So let's try it and actually remove this part of the code as well. So what I want you to do is know when to switch. So you look at the cube of the person here before you, and if you see a cube there and we're supposed to do the next number, you know that, oh, you don't know anything, because we don't know whether there's gonna be an overflow or not. Would it be bad to really hard code the solution? I'm not really happy about it, but we could technically say this person is gonna trigger everyone, and everyone is gonna know what cycle we are on, so what number we need to display, and based on that they are gonna know whether to, put down their data cubes or not. I don't really like that solution. Let's take a look at some of the comments, and maybe I can think of a solution based on the ideas from the comments. It is a counter. I would make the button guy say hi to the woman so she switches, but when she picks up a data cube she says hi to the person left to her. Right, so that's exactly what I just did. That's smart. And at the time, when the original video came out, I had no idea. I just didn't realize this at all. So sadly, the suggestions from the comments were to do exactly what I have here. So I'm quite happy with myself. However, this is way too slow. Now I'm just gonna quickly make a slight change to this code. 2 steps down, but pick up the data cube after we separate the button guy. So that should be like maybe half a second faster, right? Yes, I think it is a second faster. So that's good. Can we do something a little dumb, like this person looking here, and once he sees that there's a data cube, he gets triggered, and then as he sees a worker come there to pick up the data cube, he knows he's supposed to put one down. So let's maybe try that. So I'm gonna probably isolate this lady right here. First draft again, let's try it. So if to the right of you there isn't a worker, you're this lady, you're gonna be listening for hi. And this person is gonna trigger you. So he's gonna tell to the top left, he's gonna say hi. Now, when that happens, she's gonna step down and either pick up or put down the data cube, right? So like that. Pick up or drop, step back up, and start listening once more. All the other people are just gonna be looking bottom right all the time. So if bottom right there is a data cube, there we go, that's what you're interested in. You're gonna set memory 1 to 1, whatever. True, there is a data cube. And I'd say repeat this forever, like that. However, when you see the data cube, you jump to here. So honestly, we might not even need the memory, just the jump. So once you see the data cube, you're gonna start executing this bit of code. And here, you're gonna keep waiting for when you see a worker there. That might not work. Oh, data cube and no worker. Let's put it like that. Because there's gonna be the worker as well as the data cube for a bit, right? So when you see a data cube and not a worker, you're gonna come here. And when you see only a worker and not a data cube, that's when you're gonna drop your shit or pick it up, you know? So once you see the worker is there to retrieve the data cube, you need to either put your down or pick it up. So you're gonna be stuck here forever until this happens. And once you pick up or put down, you're gonna go back to here and waiting for that worker. And how do you pick up or put down? The same way as this person. And I don't think there's a clever way of combining these two together, so screw it, I'm just gonna code it again. So step down, if my item is a data cube, I drop it, otherwise I pick it up, then I step back up. And I just realized that instead of having this no data cube and a worker bullshit, I could simply look to the right. So if to the right there isn't a person, I know he's going to do something with the data cube. Let's at least see whether this works, because I fear it might not. Yeah, it's not working. How come? Why is it not working? Oh, this person is not on the data cube, on the button. So if below you there is a button, you first have to step down, then up, and then trigger. There we go, let's try again. Hi, switched. Oh, and you didn't trigger the person. So when you, what did I say before? When you drop a data cube, you need to trigger the button person. When you drop the data cube, you need to trigger the button person. There we go. Hi, triggered, 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 triggered. It's fucking working. So let's speed this up. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It worked. Is it fast? Is it fast? Fuck! Only 4 bloody seconds faster. Well, shit. I mean, the people work beautifully, but this person, there's a lot of time wasting for the button presses again. And this tell hi, I'm just gonna remove this as well. And when should this lady get triggered? So she's right here. She's separated in her branch right there, and we had her waiting right here, right? So we had a listen here. But now let's put an if statement there. So this person presses the button. So you should look bottom right as well. And once you see a worker bottom right, because you're here, he's here. So once you don't see him, actually, because he pressed the button, that's when you do all this. So instead of the listen, we have if you don't see him, you do all this. So let's flip it. If you see him still, you wait. Does this work? Oh shit. Okay, took you a little longer than we wanted to. So let's put the pickup back here. So this person complains for a second, giving these time to pick it up. Now press the button. Didn't see him. And no. Not like that. So let's say that she drops the data cube and she steps up. And only after she's back up, she triggers the person so that she can see. Oh no, wait a second. Right. I've got it. So she triggers him and she knows he already pressed the button. So here we can have a jump straight to here. So she doesn't even have to step. Oh, she has to for the other person. So do that. And yeah, we are gonna have separate steps up here. So trigger him, step back up, but then you can step back right down again, right? So press the button, she gets triggered, triggers him, and again. Is this gonna be a little faster? And it's stuck. Shit. Why did it get stuck? I think this person didn't have enough time to see her there. So let's try again. He's waiting here. Yes, sees her. Drop and tell. Now he's back here. So he sees a data cube and not a worker. That's not true. Now he should see that. And he didn't. Yeah, he didn't do it in time, because she's already there. So this is perhaps even way too fast. Could we do the same thing with the stepping here? So you tell and step immediately. No, maybe? You know what? I'm just gonna step before telling. So before you tell the trigger the button person, you step. Did this help? It did not. Okay, that's way too fast on that part. Not sure how to handle it. I could try what I said before, just look to the right and not at this data cube bullshit. Okay, I changed it up a little, so they're looking towards the right, like this. So now when this lady goes down, this person sees that she went down, then she goes down again, and that's when he switches that. So I've got a few silly jumps here. So first, when you don't see a worker next to you, that means they're putting down a cube. You wait for the worker to come back to you, and when they do it again, they're picking the cube up, so that's when you start executing your code. Now the problem here is, all working great, but at some point, this button person goes to smash the button and the lady here doesn't see him do that, which is ridiculous. So let's make him do another step, alright? So I changed it up so he now goes all the way back to this spot. She sees him there, gets triggered. So let's go faster, and hopefully the synchronization should be back. 8, 9, come on, it's working, it's gotta be working. 13, 14, 15. We've done it. Yes! Fuck yeah! 46 seconds. Took a long time, the code is shit, could probably be made better. I hope the video is gonna make sense, cause, you know, it's difficult to explain my thought process here, but it worked. Both of the optional challenges completed, and we've still got those 3 hellish levels. So I'll see you then.